thought. No, but hi. Um, yeah, I was just feeling like, you know, filming a video. And I did have a thought. I do have several that I want to like film, but I feel like usually, like, I feel like I film them like when like it's about to be like the 2 week mark since I've posted another one. But I don't know. I'm like, ooh, I'm just feeling like let's just film a video, get the thoughts out. And also, um, Ariana Grande graced us with her album. What was it, last Friday? Um, so I was like, I know I definitely wanted to share some thoughts about that. Like, probably not like a full in-depth thing or anything. Although I haven't watched the video yet, so I mean, I guess because my thing is I never really want to do like a reaction thing because like I've already, by the time I get to filming, I've already listened to it, and like I'm not gonna like redo, like you're not gonna get like the real reaction. And I feel like sometimes you just need some time after you listen to something, so I don't want to like rush into it or something, but I can give my thoughts. But yeah, who knows, maybe I can watch and give my reaction. I don't know if I will though. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. Um, but yeah, oh my god, isn't it so cute? Ah! Okay, I I actually got it from this shop like Sixth Dimension. I was scrolling on Instagram as one does. And oh my god, I feel like Instagram, I need to stop because I feel like people just be recommending things and you're like, I have like a whole subfolder within like my saved videos um to like fashion stuff, and I would say my style is definitely, I don't know how to like necessarily encapsulate it fully in words, but I feel like something that always stays is like, I feel like there's always a dark, romantic, kind of whimsical, but like also like edgy at times, chic. I feel like kind of just, yeah, like dark, romantic, dreamy is like one side, and like I don't know, chic, like a baggy. I wear like a lot of like baggy bottoms and a like tight fitted top, and I don't wear like I'm like always wearing all black most of the time. um, which I think has been a thing throughout life. Although I will say, probably maybe like in high school, middle school, then like middle school, I went to like Catholic school, so like I didn't. But like, I feel like during those times, like I would still shop with my mom, and I remember there was just like this one point where, like, literally, I was in maybe J.C. Penney's, and she was like, I went to go pick up a shirt. I was like, this is cute. She was like, no, you've gotten enough black in your wardrobe. Pick something else. And I was like, oh my god, that moment lives rent free in my mind. But anyways, again, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't have a rant. I feel like I should just make a section just dedicated to the rant. I'll probably do that. But yeah, no, I think it's so cute. It's like so big. Um, I feel like it would be, I don't know, it's kind of positioned a little weirdly, but like in certain angles it works. It's good enough for me. But I feel like maybe if I had my hair out, like maybe, I don't know, it'd probably be like, because then I just swoop it. But anyways, it's cute. I like it. I have another one that's like a star, but like this one is like so big. It's so cute. Like, oh, like that's oddly proportioned. That's like oddly big, but I love it. It's like a little button. It's so cute. But yeah, no, I was scrolling through Instagram and it was like, oh, what was it? What was the person? What did they say? I don't know. It was like, oh, if you're looking for styles like this, or maybe like it was definitely, maybe they said like more like alternative, and I don't actually remember what they said, but I remember, so I just like looked at the stuff because I was like, okay, some of this actually looks promising and cute. And sometimes when I'm bored, which is this, I don't recommend this. Sometimes I just look at clothes and stuff, which I don't recommend because sometimes you're like, I'm not gonna buy anything, and then you end up buying like a lot. I don't recommend. But yeah, no. And so like I think one of the first shops like she mentioned was like Six Dimension, and I was like, oh my god, this is like so my style. Everything is so cute, and guys, you can find so many things that are just like fully cotton there. I was like, oh my god, they're cute. They're my style. They're right up my alley, and cotton, not polyester. Oh, thank you, Jesus. But yeah, no. So I did get quite a bit from there, but I'm happy with my purchases. I think they're very cute. Um, but yeah, hopefully this is the end of my rant. Okay, but yeah, no. What was I even saying this for? Oh, the button. But yeah, no, Miss Ariana Grande graced us with I always want to check if this is on because, but anyways, maybe it's supposed to be the other way around. Graced us with her new album. It's such a fun situation. Petal on the pavement. Hey, anyways, um, yes. Okay, so I've been waiting for this because I love me some Ariana Grande music. It's just always it hits, you know. It just hits on so many different levels, and I feel like the Eternal Sunshine. Oh my God, is that my music? I hope you guys can hear that. It's in my earphones, but I always listen to music very, very loud, so I can hear it. But I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not, but whatever. As I was saying, I really, really liked the Eternal Sunshine one. Maybe it's also because it was like in a period in my life where I was just like, oh, it hits me right in the feels, and I kind of felt the same with this album, and I kind of forget that there was like, I don't know, is that considered? Let me see. Let me see. Or maybe not. It'll take a minute. I'm just trying to figure out if the album with Warm and Dandelion was a whole other one, or if it was just like Eternal Sunshine, like deluxe. I don't recall. No, that was deluxe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, sorry, had to talk to my sister for a second. But yeah, no, definitely a more like deeper and personal um touch. Like it was very emotional, and I, not to say like her other songs aren't as emotional, but I do feel like it was like another realm of just profound emotion that was just raw. And like I think maybe even on one of them, like the Eternal Sunshine one, was I Wish I Hated You. Like it towards the end, it kind of just sounded like she was actually like crying. It was just holding so much complexity and like emotion in the songs. And I just really, really loved that album. And I just think I love. So I feel like this one was a more like like dark, romantic, dreamy, sometimes sarcastic, um, floaty, and just I'm in the midst of transformation. I am like finally I'm at a turning point where I've had all these experiences, and like now I'm making a decision to maybe use this and like make an actual choice and live this life, instead of like maybe the life living me type of vibe. Like that's kind of, I guess, the vibe that I got from this album. And I love a good I mean, I think I literally just described like my style with most of those words, right? So I think it's very much I love it. I love it. I love when the music sounds a little sarcastic. That reminds me of like Shut Up, her song Shut Up. It's like it's giving very Disney. Like the music itself is giving Disney, but the lyrics are not giving Disney. It's giving like she's cursing you out. I love when people do that. um, yeah, it's like Mariah Carey's obsessed. Like it's like it's so funny. But I really really liked it. I would say I don't know, it really made me feel feels, especially like Kiss Me. I was just like, oh, I don't believe I belong. Girl, it got me. No, it really is such a beautiful song musically. And when I say musically, I mean like the instrumental and also like just obviously her voice and like the harmonies, like also just the words, like the message is just, it's so touching. And then like sometimes I don't even be remembering the song titles, but like deep breaths, honey. I don't nowhere. Yeah, nowhere, nobody. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of emotion, warning signs. Like I mean, like I wish someone could hear me. It's a lot. So much emotion, and I think I might have shed a few tears. Like even just thinking about it now, I think I'm like tearing up. It's a lot. And it's very raw, and that always feels good to interact with and listen to. Um, I did hear that the Petal music video is gruesome, but honestly, like it be like that sometimes. So I'm not even gonna hate, but yeah, I think I'm just happy that I think it's very cathartic because it feels like, not obviously I don't know, but it feels like it was a lot of emotions that were intense that maybe have not always been interacted with to the fullest, that was like shared. And it's almost like it really did need to happen, like maybe it's like a cathartic release for her, which is great. I mean, it's a cathartic release for me to listen to. It definitely puts some emotions I have into like something tangible, which is always healing um to experience. So I am very thankful for that album. um yeah, and like I do, oh my god. I love that one. It's very cheeky, but I love it. I think I've been mainly replaying. It's hard because like all of them are so good. And honestly, Hate That I Made You Love Me, that one had to grow on me because I remember when it first came out, I was like, I don't really care for this. But honestly, I think maybe my mind, I was probably like very overstimulated at that time, and I also, again, I have to be in a certain space when I'm listening to music for the first time. Yeah. But yeah, no, I heard it again and I was like, actually, this is so intricate and delicately put together, and it's so delicately beautiful. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's good. I like it. Maybe your type. But yeah. Yeah, what else? I feel like there's another song. What is it? Oh well. There's another one that's kind of making me like, oh my god, like kind of getting teary. But yeah, no, so good, especially after the Eternal Sunshine. It's like there's just an a deeper undercurrent of depth. I feel that is really nourishing in this newer era. I don't know, but yeah, I really liked it, and I'm trying to think if there's something else that I just haven't talked about for the album that I thought I wanted to share. I really like it. I really do. Nowhere. Stay wasn't bad. I think I mainly just gravitate towards like re-listening to Kiss Me, definitely. gives me warning signs like I do. Oh, well, I think are the main ones that I keep going back to listen to. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Not that long. But yeah. But yeah, so actually the main topic of this video um was actually my thoughts on this idea of, or phenomenon, I don't know, of being resistant to hope, or framing hope as optimism, and that optimism being the opposite of being realistic. Because I feel like, the opposite of optimistic would be pessimistic, right? Um, and optimism, pessimism. Uh, but in making the opposing energy of optimism, um, sorry, not optimism, of being hopeful, which I'm saying is, being equated to optimism. Actually, yeah, that's what I meant. Why did I edit myself? It's like 11 p.m. I'm doing my best. But yeah, of girl, let me start over. So, by equating optimism to, having hope, um, there is this vibe of making being hopeful, yeah, no, by making the opposite of that being realistic, it's kind of equating being realistic to being pessimistic, right? That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Thank you for getting it out. um, but yeah, and so I think it's an illusion that I feel like is often supported within our environment. Well, that too, maybe, but our society. um, and I kind of just wanted to, bring it to light a bit. I think, yeah, like, I think just say it straight. I don't really think that, you know, like, being realistic should necessarily be equated to being pessimistic, right? Because I think how we use being realistic is like, okay, it's founded in reality. Like, it's what we see, it's what is actually true, what is actually occurring, what is actually truly being observed. Being observed? No, what is actually occurring? Yeah. Sometimes the observation might not, might not necessarily be what's happening, but like the truth that is present in a moment, right? And so I feel like what we often do is we, because, maybe we're afraid to hope, like we've hoped before and man, it didn't happen the way we wanted it to, and it kind of broke our hearts, or like we did it a few times and it kept breaking our hearts, and so we've kind of gotten to this point where it's like, well, I don't really have the capacity to hold space for another broken dream, or like a hope that's just not fulfilled. So then it's kind of like we start predicting, like, well, this is definitely not gonna happen, this is not, my hopes aren't going to be fulfilled, so like, if it does happen, well, at least I can, feel some joy. But like, if it doesn't, well, at least I predicted it, and saying that, you can kind of like deceive yourself and being like, well, it doesn't hurt, like, because I knew it was gonna happen, even though deep down inside you might be like, damn, another hope just not fulfilled. um but yeah, so I think it's a form of, like, self-deception in a way, and maybe even deception trying to deceive others. for good or for worse. But yeah, I just think if being realistic is to truly take in the reality, I don't know, I don't really like, using words that are like basically the same thing in the definition, but it's like so hard to like, like if it's basically taken in what is true, you know, unfolding in the space around you and the environment around you, um, then it can't necessarily be to jump to the conclusion that is the worst in order to prepare you for the worst, because I think in truth, the world is not always, patterns exist, but also our perceptions and our memories of those things are a thing. And sometimes, they may not actually be reality. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I think I'm very much more in tune with the negative of like, yeah, when I did this didn't work out, so like if there's a situation that arises that is similar, I'm automatically thinking about all the things that just didn't work out, right, in order to try and prepare for that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's definitely protective, but it's also thinking and realizing, okay, yeah, that stems from something and that's very important for me, and like thank you for tapping into that to let me know, like, hey, this is everything that, might go wrong. And there is definitely a lesser developed muscle of now, what is everything that could possibly go well, right? Like, what exists in the reality that may actually come into fruition to create a reality that is actually positive for you, right? Because I mean, like, there's just so many different variables in life. So many things are true. So many things exist, um, that can just interplay with each other to create so many different results that you cannot necessarily say that, or you cannot always position yourself in this place of, yeah, like the negative will happen. It kind of just doesn't actually make sense, right? So, in that way, I think to truly be realistic is to actually just accept the reality as it is, right? And with that reality is, a fear of, hope not being fulfilled, right? And maybe that hope leading to disappointment, and like disappointment being heavy, and knowing that you have hopefully the capacity to deal with that disappointment, right? And like, yeah, being disappointed is a part of life. A lot of emotions are a part of life, and you have the capacity to deal with that and to move on and to create space also for positive emotions from positive experiences. Hell, maybe you can get positive emotions from negative experiences. Let me know if you ever have. um, but yeah, I think it's to truly see something for what it is to truly see something for what it is. Like, to be aware of your projections onto that thing and realize that they are projections, um, and then to accept that boundary as it is, um, if that makes sense. um, yeah, yeah, accept it, embrace it. um, but yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. I feel like it is a very condensed version. Of course, I think there's a lot of things that I could probably go into a little more, clarify a little more. But like, this is also on the fly. So like, am I thinking about those right now? No. So, I mean, if there's definitely anything that you're like, I kind of want to hear more about that, or you have a thought, like, definitely drop a comment. Or like, if you know me, you can also just text me about it. But yeah, if not, just drop me a comment. But yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, I started thinking about "Kiss Me," the Ariana Grande song. Yeah, the song is such a pop. Okay, I I'm done. I will not keep you here for longer. But yeah, I hope this can inspire some breath of fresh air in you, some lightness, maybe a new thought to engage with, and hopefully, good comes from it. Um, Maybe, hopefully, transformation can come from it. But yeah, thank you for listening. If you listen this far, and yeah, bye. Go off and be a human being today. Bye.